Good morning. It is Thursday, January 1st, 26 at 7 a.m. Eastern. Tech news. As the new year begins, venture capital is signaling a significant shift in the application of artificial intelligence, moving from broad experimentation to targeted implementation. Investors are predicting 2026 will be the year AI's impact on the enterprise labor market becomes clearly defined as corporate pilot programs conclude and budgets are allocated for full-scale deployment. This will likely lead to a consolidation in the market, with enterprises choosing to partner with fewer, more integrated AI vendors. This sentiment is already being reflected in market analysis. The investment firm Jefferies issued a note urging selectivity on language learning company Duolingo, citing risks of AI disintermediation and the high cost of competing, which could threaten its 2026 valuation. This serves as a concrete example of how the AI landscape is forcing a re-evaluation of established tech business models. Meanwhile, a new cultural trend is emerging in the startup ecosystem itself. The college dropout status, once a rebellious footnote, is now being framed as a key credential by AI founders in pitches to accelerators like Y Combinator. This is interpreted by some as a signal to investors of a founder's intense focus on rapid, real-world application over traditional academic timelines. Business news. Turning to the markets, economic data from China indicates a potential rebound. Factory activity expanded in December, breaking a sustained period of contraction. The uptick is attributed to a rise in new orders as businesses prepare for holiday demand, providing a note of optimism for the global supply chain entering the first quarter. In Europe, the continent's economic map has shifted. Bulgaria has officially adopted the euro, becoming the latest member of the currency union after a complex and sometimes difficult path to accession. The move is seen as a step toward deeper economic integration for the Balkan nation, though it is met with internal debate regarding potential economic consequences and the loss of monetary policy autonomy. World news. On the global stage, New Year's addresses from leaders in Ukraine and Russia have set a complex tone for the coming months. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky stated that a peace agreement is now 90% ready, signaling a potential diplomatic path forward in the long-running conflict. Conversely, Russian President Vladimir Putin's address focused on military resolve, expressing confidence in his troops and an eventual victory. Elsewhere, significant unrest is being reported across Iran. A currency collapse has triggered widespread protests in several cities, leading to the death of a security force member, according to official sources. Finally, the Chinese government has implemented a new national strategy aimed at reversing its declining birth rate. The policy includes new taxes on contraceptives and financial incentives for childcare services, marking a direct state intervention into the country's demographic trends. That is your briefing for today. Stay focused.